All right. I think we are live. Yes. Let me just check if everything is working. All right. We have everything in place. Uh, mic check, mic check. Screen sharing done. Okay. Let's put it here. Okay, okay, okay. Let me copy this thing. Let's see if we can invite few people. Hello. Thank you. Guys, if you can tell me if the stream is going fine, if there is no problem with the audio, video, and all. Uh, mm, all right. So, yes, what were we doing? Let's do this. Mhm. So, let's start with this thing. No, let's do this as well. All right. So, let's first create this thing. Mhm. Okay, so let me just put this mic aside maybe. We'll talk if someone is there on the chat. All right. So Hmm. Now let's see. File not exist, but this is web file, right? Let's figure out if we have any event for v1.txt. This is the event that we are looking for. We have content as well, followed by a new line. We have stored hash and we have current hash. So these both are same. These both are same. Stored hash, current hash. Okay. Uh, so we need to debug this thing. Looks like a nice concept, and we're using some async like implementation or sync like implementation. Ah, okay, great. SMBK. Thanks, buddy. Thanks a lot. Yep. So, so what are you looking for? I mean, in YouTube, are you a REST developer or student or working professional? Is the stream going fine? I mean, is there any problem with audio video? Also, please let me know. Okay. All right. So this handle content change. Calculate current hash. So this is calculating the current hash and it checks if the stored hash is equals the current hash. So I have this stored hash 73 and this is the current hash and it says no change. I'm into low level systems, exploring things like compare software. I know this profile switched to pussy. Oh, okay, that's good. Actually, I'm starting in Rust, so learning bowling right now. Thinking of making this YouTube incident. Yes, yes, great, great. So the stream is going nice, man. You got a stuff from me. Hey, thank you, thank you, thanks a lot. So I am basically I have my most of the experience as a web developer. So I was just learning Rust, you know, uh, just like that. But I think I really like this kind of programming, like the way you are doing currently, like system level things, like compiler and all. Uh, so that's what I'm trying to. I mean, just learning stuff by building like small applications and all. So, so these events are firing, right? Let's go over here, calculate current hash. What it does. There could be, yeah, Yeah, that's the best way. Project based learning. Yes, right, right. I mean, I like tried with like by watching like multiple tutorials and all. I have gone through the book as well. But as long as like if if we didn't start building, then you know. So calculate current hash. I'm not sure if this is the stored hash, and this is for empty file, I guess, when I first created a file. And these hashes are same, so I think this is the hash for empty file as well, but I updated this file, so this is the content of the file, this is updated file, but still I'm getting the hash as a empty hash of empty file. Mm, so what could go wrong over here? Content match read to string path format. uh this thing, okay. I don't know if this is going to be okay. This is how about doing this? I think read to string path. I think this will propagate the error, alright, because this thing, I think it will has the error as well if there is something error, there is some error in reading the file, but this way it will propagate the error over here like this. It means I have to change this as well, this as well, path to, okay, to string dot unwrap. Let's see if this thing goes any better. Mm, okay, okay, yeah. Let's do this. Let's make a separation over here. Mm, mhm. No event occurred. Not found. We have to. So the empty hash is B855, right? This is the empty hash. So if I go ahead and okay, this is the file vi event.txt error occurred in such file or directory, and after this it all messed up. svx. So read to string string. It is coming while updating the file, right? Data change content. We got make event.txt event paths. No such file or directory. Self-read. All right. Okay, okay. So now we are facing an issue over here. It's a error. I think it is going away from here. So as soon as I try to update this created file .txt, A event is firing. Let me check what this event is. Let me just enable this log as well. This way we'll have a complete detail. I will comment this thing. So let's do this. Create file dot v1 dot txt dot swx. This thing is going here. Hmm. This event is starting swx. Maybe if I do this and this, right, and this. If I do, can I do this vi txt? Oh, oh, file created. Create file event dot swx file. Does anyone have idea what is happening over here? As soon as I try to create this file, maybe I should change different name. Oh. So if I do touch v2 dot txt, no event occurred because so we have this thing. If I say let's say nano v2, uh, got it, got it. So you see, I created another file, v2.txt, and when I updated it, I am not sure if this is the issue because I just as I change this vi to nano, I am able to track this event that okay, this is the different event, right? It is considered as new file. Uh, New file has okay, this is updated new file. Okay, new file. But if I update it again, nano v2.txt, let's say update, update it again. So I updated it again and file status is modified. I am getting it correctly right now. One thing I need to make sure, okay, so the stored hash is this thing 07e, and here when I updated the file I am getting the status as modified. I am getting the status as modified, but I need to check one thing that this stored hash should be different. I don't have any. This stored hash should be different. If I again updated. So this thing we have to note is, let's keep eye on this thing, this this hash string, right? I'm updating the file again. I'll say I have updated the file. The file status is modified because we are dealing with this current hash. But one thing to note here is this stored hash is not updating. This should be updated because the file has been updated. So the hash string like this, current hash, it should be now the stored hash, right? One thing I need to check if it's the problem with like the editor itself. So if I use vi v2, yes, it's the issue with vi. Vi is trying to create some .swx file and then remove it, and then eventually it says I don't get it. If I work with nano, I don't think it's using any unnecessary file. It only emits a event to update the timestamp because it's the metadata for any file. It has to be updated when we access a file or update a file or something like that. So nano it is working fine, but vi has some issue. I think it is crashing our program. So let's stick with nano. Let's clear this thing, cargo watch. So wqa, I think we will that's all right. File not exist. Because we saved it swap file, right? Let me just do one thing. Let me remove my first check. What is this? All right. So one thing that we need to check over here is, as soon as I update the data, this thing, when we check that okay, the file is modified, we need to update the hash map with the new entry, right? We need to update the hash map with the new entry. So how do we do that? We do that by a function called entry. We do that by a function called entry. So we'll say self dot hash collection entry. It gets a given corresponding map for in place manipulation. Yes, we want that. We want a key. The key is path dot. How do we do that? So guys, if you are watching this stream, don't forget to come on chat, help me out here, we can learn together, and check out my other videos if anyone is there. I won't be here for long. I just came here to fix the issue that we were having on the evening, on our evening stream. So I thought, why shouldn't I fix it? Then we figured out, okay, first of all we figured out some issue on the on the code where we were creating the hash string of a file. So we were not propagating error correctly. So actually it was very silly to make hash of the error also. So one thing that fix, it was not causing a issue, but it could, actually it was a wrong way to do. So we fix that part. Second is, there was an issue with vi that we were using from the start. So as soon as I switch to nano and update the file, the events, like, we track the event correctly and were able to detect that okay, file has been modified. Okay, so one thing we forgot, that we are not updating the value on the hash map. We also need to update the value on the hash map, because if file is updated, its hash string will be updated, and we need to keep the updated one so that we can compare, right? So uh, how do we update this? So let's go over here, and is it this thing? Okay, here we are. So we need to figure out, we have a function to method entry. Let's see what it does. It's the keys corresponding entry in place manipulation. Is it what? Okay, entry, modify, insert, or insert. Hmm. Uh, uh, Sets a value of the entry and returns an occupied entry. Insert entry. Do we have anything over here? Entry.key and byline. Okay, it says or insert. Ensures a value is in the entry by inserting the default if empty, and returns a mutable reference. No, we don't need that. We only need to update. We can simply do a search over here. How to update a value or insert. So this is what we are doing, right? Or insert. All right. Or insert, and default is current hash. Is it okay? Expected string found this. All right. So okay, so this way, if the file has been modified and we successfully detected the file modified, we need to update the value on the hash map with the updated hash string. Let's check this thing. So we have nothing. So set touch v1 dot txt. Let's do this thing. I will say nano v1 dot txt, and we'll say this file will be updated, right? I'll say a control x, control o. Okay. So it's a metadata. Okay, this is the file modified. Okay, we tracked that the file has been modified, because when I created a file it was empty, so it has some different hash string. Now the content has been changed, so this file will be updated. This is the content, and the current hash is different. So by this logic, the hashes are different, so the file has been modified. Now we need to track one thing. So the current hash is this, right? Let's track this number B54. Okay, so stored hash is this. So if I do it again, this stored hash should have the current value of this, right? So currently this updated string hash will be updated on the hash map as a value. So let's do this. Let's check this thing. I will update it again. I'll say again updated, and I will do this thing. Say yes. So now the hash, the updated, so that in on the new event, the stored hash is B855. On the previous event, the stored hash is still B855. Hello Gaurav, how are you? So it's B855. It should be B54 because this is the current hash. It has to be updated. The file is modified, but the hash is not updated. Is your file watcher is on the loop? Yes, it is. It is on the loop. I will try to change the topic and all, the title and thumbnail and all. But yes, we are progressing slowly. It will be on loop quite a some time. I will try to change the title next time. So this is stored hash and current hash. Okay. You are saying is the file watcher on the loop on the code part, like on the loop? Yes, it is, because it has to constantly watch the directory that we are passing, right? So if you are asking, I mean this. So if you go on notify and see how we start this thing, so you can see it is running this on loop. So we created this transmitter and receiver channel, right? So we we are expecting to receive events over here. So in order to receive events, we are running this in loop, so that as soon as any event uh, we receive, yep, on the code part, yes, 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 right. So yes, it is on the loop. It has to be on the loop, right? Because this will emit the event for each thing. As you can see, if I update the file, there are multiple events firing, so it has to be. All right, so the issue here is the hash is not updating. But it's good part that we were able to track the correct thing, that the file has been modified, this thing. But to string cell hash collection dot entry, I think this is the issue, because entry or insert is what it does is, if there is no entry, it will insert, I think. Right, this is what it does. Update the value, but it says update the value associated with this thing. Maybe we can do this thing, my map dot get mute, and the value we can dereference it to this. We could try this. So we say say if let some value, uh yeah, value is equal to self. Wait a minute, what did I did here? Self dot hash collection. Yes, it's right. Self dot hash collection dot get mute. The key is path dot to string. Right, so we can dereference this value to current hash. Can we do that? Expected and non-found string. Expected and non-found string. Let's see. So it says expected this. Right. So let some value. Let's see how it goes. We have this thing. Let's say NVI. Now it's a new file. It's a new file. It's alright. That's alright. If I do it again. Modified. Okay. This thing is modified. So the stored hash is 71B4 and 46B4. So let's do this again. 46B4. Great. All right. So the stored hash has been updated to the current hash. So I think there was we are setting it wrong. What we were doing is we were simply using OR insert. So it says that if the value is not present, then it will update. Yep. Yes, Gaurav. So great. So this thing is done. So we are able to figure out that the value has been updated. Now let's do one thing. Remove these things so that we can print only the status. Let's remove this thing as well. File status, right? We need only file status. So let's do comment this as well. Updated hash store. We don't need this. Renamed from blah blah blah. Content. Let's remove this thing. Okay. So let's update this thing again. Okay. Okay. So the file status is modified. All right. Let's do this thing. All right, guys. I think we have figured out what was the issue, and we fixed it. So we will continue now. With animation. Let's do this thing. Great. So we are able to track this thing, that file has been modified. Okay. All right. So now the next step is, now that we are able to figure out file has been modified based on the based on tracking the hash of the file. Now we need to figure out what content has been changed on which line and all, like all these info, right? So we will do that, but I think we'll do it tomorrow. So this, I came live just to show this because I thought that this could work. I Yeah, so I thought this could work, and we had to do few tweaks on it. So we did that. Great. So we'll continue this tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, and we will try to add these features, like actually what content has been changed. So we can do that by maintaining a hash map. So we currently, whatever we are doing, we are assuming that there is no such thing as heavy files. We are simply assuming that there are 2 or 3 lines on a file. So it's that simple for like a beginner and all. We will do some optimizations later as soon as we learn more things. All right, I think it's done. So we'll implement that part later. All right, guys, thank you for joining, and please leave likes and comments on this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much. See you later.